up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Jay's Candle Corner, and I appreciate you still being here and sticking around to hear me ramble and talk about candles. That's what we're here for, right? Right. Okay. And hello back there to my new subscribers. Don't be shy. Step up. Come on. Get you a seat here in the very front. I want to see you. Thank you. Hi. So today I have for you a candle review on probably one of my favorite candles this year thus far by Homeworx. As you can see, root beer float. Oh my god. So let's get into some technicalities and specifics first, shall we? Okay, so this is your typical Homeworx 18-ounce candle with a burn time of 30 to 55 hours depending on how you burn your candles. And of course, this particular fragrance is only sold on QVC. You are not going to find this anywhere else, so please don't try to look for it elsewhere like in Mars or in Home Goods or anywhere, because it's only where on QVC. Okay, cool. I will put all the pricing and stuff in the description below this video, so please be sure to check that out to get all your other needs about this collection, this candle, how you can get it, the pricing, the scent notes, all that good stuff. Okay. So, speaking of scent notes, let's get into that, shall we? Yes, alrighty. Scent notes are root beer, anise, sparkling ginger, vanilla bean, and crystallized sugar. Guys, listen. Okay. On cold, this smells like nostalgia. When I say it smells like nostalgia, I mean going back to your childhood and going downtown to that little mom and pop ice cream shop on the corner that always has a line outside the door before they even open when summertime hits, because they have the best homemade ice cream. And they're like renowned for their root beer floats. All right. I mean, you go in and you get the biggest glass of a root beer float that they have available because it's that good. This scent reminds me of that moment. It literally smells like you just sticked your nose. Rephrase that. Like you stuck your nose. There we go. Right into the most effervescent, bubbly, sweet concoction of a root beer float. On cold, I actually really picked up that anise right off the bat. You know, and that's really the main note in like black licorice and stuff. I got that immediately. And then there was this burst of like effervescence. Literally as if you open a can of root beer and you just like let it just tingle all up in your nose and your nostrils. The effervescence in this candle on cold is heavy. And I love it personally. And now the sparkling ginger. Oddly enough, you also get that note. And I think that ties into that root beer to give it that extra bit of effervescence. Oh my god, it's so good. And right between that anise and that sparkling ginger is the vanilla bean. Now, I will say, on cold, I personally didn't get much of the vanilla bean, but we're going to get into that in a few moments. Because when I lit this bad boy up, it was like magic can happen, and it just was like, oh my god. So, let's get into how it smells when burning. Because on cold, it was just straight up root beer. I kid you not. When burning, let me just talk about the throw on this candle before anything else. I have this candle burning in my den. Now, I have a very long house. One level, this long house. I have it burning in the den, which was originally a 2-car garage turned to a living den area. Okay, you got that, cool. Then from there is the kitchen. Then I have a long hallway, and my bedroom is the second room on the left in the hallway. I had it burning for about an hour. When I tell you I could smell this candle in my bedroom, I kid you not. I stepped out of my room, and in the den, I was just hit right. I mean, I was no, not even hit. I was punched in the face with just this super sugary sweet goodness of root beer, and I was like, oh my, oh my word! It was like someone just poured like 15 barrels of root beer in the den, and it just seeped through the kitchen down the hall. When Harry says this was a room filler and it filled up your house, he was not kidding. Wherever I went in my house, I could smell this candle. I lie to you not. Okay, strong fragrance, very strong. You cannot miss this scent. You cannot bypass this scent. This is a very present fragrance. Wherever you go, you will smell it. It will make its presence known whether you're in the kitchen, the bathroom, living room, den, maybe even outside. You will smell this scent. Now, when burning, it's like all of those scent notes came together. I was laying in my room and I got a whiff of root beer float. And I got what smelled like just a homemade dollop of vanilla bean ice cream and root and just a frothy cold root beer. It was undeniably authentic to the point where I was like, my mouth was watering for an actual root beer float. You really do pick up that vanilla bean note when it's burning. And actually, for those that don't like root beer, I will say you probably won't like this candle. But if you want to be really adventurous and just give it a shot, by all means, please do, because you might end up actually loving it like I did. And actually do. Sorry. You don't it's like not one note overpowers the other. You get the really heavy dominant note of root beer. You get that sparkling ginger, which is a good thing because it does not lose its effervescence when it's burning, thankfully. You get that anise note, and that vanilla note comes in and just adds this sweet, sugary creaminess. And with that crystallized sugar note, it just makes it that much more just, you want to just go and drink this candle almost. Please don't do that, by the way. Thank you. It's the most authentic root beer float candle I could imagine ever having, because I've never had one before. So this is my first time burning any fragrance like this. So if any other company made a root beer float candle, they would have to top this, which I don't think would happen. I'm putting it out there right now. I'm just saying. This candle is so authentic to a real root beer float. I mean, I'm literally speechless just talking about it because it's that good. The anise, when burning, actually stays at the very top. It stays at the very top with the root beer, and right under the root beer, you get that vanilla bean creaminess, and that ties everything all together. And it also actually tones down the anise just enough where it's not like a sharp anise note. It's just it's a tolerable, comfortable note. Because anise can be very sharp and very pungent sometimes, depending on what it's used in. And this actually tones itself down when it gets burning because that vanilla bean note adds that creaminess to it, and the sparkling ginger adds this effervescence to it. So the anise really ties into the sparkling ginger, and then you get that vanilla bean note, which gives it that ice cream vibe. And it's just, oh my god, it's amazing. Guys, I can't recommend this enough. Truly, honestly. This smells like a legit root beer float from the mom and pop diner or ice cream shop on the corner downtown that's been there for like 50 years. This and they make everything in the shop. The ice cream, everything. The root beer is made locally. Ice cream is made in the shop, and it's just a mouthgasm. and a nosegasm of amazement. And I can't recommend this enough. You will absolutely love this. If you love root beer candles, root beer floats, if you are wanting to be adventurous and try something different, get this candle. You'll probably end up loving it more than you think you will, like myself. Because I'm going to honestly say, anything gourmand or remotely close to it, not a fan of at all. I don't want it. You know? But root beer float, it struck my interest so much. I got 2 sets of these. I'm going to probably end up getting like 6 more because it's that good. And having never had root beer in a candle form, for this to be my first, I'm glad this was my first one to have in the aspect of a candle and root beer, because I don't think I would have liked it with any other brand. That's just me speaking personally, because this is so authentic and I can't recommend this enough. So let me give you a little look at how this is burning. I will pop that video in right here. Bloop. Look at that. Yes. Even pull, nice strong flames, nice strong wicks. It's pretty much perfect. So this is the perfect full wick candle. No last hold about that. So there's that gig there. And the packaging, like I said, nostalgic. It has this beautiful label, and it has the brown stripes all around the entire label, and it's just so good. But so that's basically it, guys, about this candle. It's one of a kind, I will say for sure. And I will say this is a staple fragrance for the Homeworx brand for sure. And I recommend you trying this out for yourselves. So until next time, guys, I will be checking in on you all very, very soon. And hope you all are doing well, having a good week, and living your life the best way you know how. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. I love ya. I do. I love you. All right, guys. Bye.